Hello, everyone. This is Truthology, the Truthologist. This is not going to be like a visual video. I'm at work, so I really don't have anything to show right now, but I just wanted to get some things off my chest, let people know, like, we got to wake up, people. This is not a game. Like, physically, mentally, and spiritually, this is not a game. We got to understand that there's a world that is like right on top of ours, right? In the sense that if you ever seen the movie They Live, the preacher that came on there, he said they live right outside of our sight, which means they're actually on the same. They're here in the same place we are. Just like the book says, it says that they could not. They're still on this plane. You see what I'm saying? They're just at an angle or in a light spectrum that we cannot see. So it's not like they're just like, if you want to say it's like a different dimension. A dimension is really just like an angle, like a dimension, like an angle, a measurement that you cannot see or understand. Or if you want to say it in a spectrum way, it's a spectrum of light that we cannot see. Another example of that, and also, guys, I really want you guys to make sure that you are researching everything I'm saying as I'm saying it. I don't care if you got if you got a smartphone, put it on picture-in-picture mode, so you can go to Google or whatever browser you use or whatever, and research what I'm saying as I say it, so you will get a good understanding of what I'm talking about. Because like I said, I don't know how to do all the visual stuff and all the computer stuff and edit videos and all that. I'm not that skilled at that, because that's not a priority of mine, but eventually I'm pretty sure I'll be able to learn it. But as of right now, just go along with me by using your resources at the same time as you watch this video. So, but yeah, there was like back in the day in the Vietnam War, the military developed the first night vision goggles. Now I don't know if they invented it, because I'm pretty sure they didn't invent it. They just probably stole it from a black man, of course, and put their own stank on it, So, but anyway, these old night vision goggles use like the red spectrum instead of the green spectrum we use today. Now, whatever wavelength of light the red spectrum is that we cannot actually see unless we're using those goggles, it allowed the people that was wearing those goggles to see things that they did not know was there. Like, these people would be in helicopters. Now, you can research this as well. Now, these people would be in helicopters, and they would all of a sudden start shooting. And the people be trying to figure out what the fuck are they shooting at. Like, they were going crazy. Because, like, one soldier said he saw a motherfucking, I'm in curse. Okay. He saw a demon flying right next to the helicopter, looking at him, waving at him. And he looked at amongst the trees. There was others, like, sitting on top of trees and looking at him, because they noticed that he could see them. And so he started shooting at them, but he couldn't shoot them. They were probably at an angle or a unit of measurement that we cannot perceive or understand. So it's like the bullets just went through him, but he was shooting at them. It was a lot of cases of that. And, you would think the military would test out that stuff before they just handed it out to soldiers, but I'm pretty sure they already knew. They were just trying to see how people will react. It's like they never miss an opportunity to try to experiment on people. So yes, we can see we have the technology to see these creatures that influence man and have been influencing man since before the flood and after the flood, because they never really died. They just walking around at a wavelength that we cannot see, but they still on this plane. They're not gone. We let science dictate, okay, all these dimensions and stuff. Nah, man, it's probably not. They just at an angle we can't see. Okay, so with that being said, man, go research that. The first night vision goggles, the red spectrum. And if you actually try to go buy some of those old antique night vision goggles, they cost an arm and a leg. It's like they price just out of reach, you know, for a normal person to buy it and be able to use it and educate the people on what's going on, you know. So, well, I'm pretty sure the people that can't afford it, man, they ain't worrying about none of us, you know. So that's a real thing. Those first night vision goggles, I just forgot what they were called, but like I said, these creatures are real. You can't stop believing in fairy tales. It's not a fairy tale, people. They're just right there. Like they tell you in your face in all these movies that these creatures are literally right there influencing you. The way they influence you is, let's just say you have a negative thought. Like, let's see, I say the first I say a negative thought. Man, she fine, man. Yeah, man, I know she married, but she fine. And they say it in your voice. So you think it's you thinking of this. And everything else you think of after that is you talking about what you thought of by yourself. When you never even thought about it to begin with. It's just now that it's been put in your head, you're starting to think about it, and now you're expounding on it. A good example of that would be that movie Revolver with Andre 3000 in it. Go back and look at that movie. He actually realized that a demon was influencing him, and he basically said, "I can hear you." You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you already probably know about this stuff, and a lot of you already probably noticed that type of shit. So it doesn't really affect you like that. It doesn't have any real power over you. But for the people that don't notice that type of thing, go and watch that movie. It's called The Revolver. So, like I said, you should have about 3 tabs open at least by now of things you need to research about what I'm saying. Okay, so that's pretty much how them things work. If you look at that movie, that's how this demonic shit work. As far as influencing man to do stupid shit and to sin. All these sin, man, whatever these creatures be assigned to, whatever sin they assigned to, or they might be all just equally doing all the same sins and getting people to do all this crazy crap. But the shit real, people. It's nothing. You can't be that freaking stupid to think that evil exists. But it ain't. It's just imaginary or some crap like that, or it's like a scary movie or something fake. The only thing scary movies are doing is showing you how the shit work, and they also desensitizing you, so that when you hear somebody in real life say something like that, like, man, you just watch too many scary movies. Nah, because I'm gonna give you a prime example. A prime example would be my son. It's happened a while back. Okay. I went to go take a shower, right? And I told my son to go to bed. So I went to go take a shower, and I was washing my hair. And remember these angles, guys. These angles and these spectrums of light that we cannot see. When I was washing my hair and stuff, right? I had my eye closed, of course. I could see something run across both my eyes, like it started on one side, ran to the other side. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I could actually see with my eye closed a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was kind of weird in that sense. And I ain't think nothing of it. But like I said, guys, everything means something. Because these creatures are right here. They're right there. So, and the direction that I noticed that it ran was like towards my son's room. But I ain't think nothing of it. So I finished, washing my hair and all that, got it tub, did my little bathroom routine. And I went to go check on my son. That's what all parents do. You get ready to go to bed, you go check on your children, right? So I opened the door. He opened his eyes up like he was scared or something. It was almost like he was playing. And he like shook, and then he just sat there. He was laying on his stomach, facing the TV basically. But he had on looked and turned at me now. And I'm like, "But is you playing?" He ain't say nothing. "But stop playing, but is you up there fake sleeping?" Then he started smiling. And I walked closer to him. Now mind you, the TV was on. I didn't notice nothing. And I said, "Son, stop playing, but get up. Say something." And he just smiled again. I said, "But something wrong." I said, "But is you all right?" And then I said, "Son," and I know the tears coming down his eyes. Cause he kept looking at the TV. He'll look at me and look at the TV like he was telling me to look at the TV or something. I looked at TV, but it was just on regular programming. And so he was communicating. Basically, he was well aware of what was going on. And so I just said, "Okay, this seems like some shit I need to wake his ass up from." So I touched him.